Whoa, thank you for clicking my video. I'm Ayoohenry, and in this video I'm going to teach you how to game and stream off of one computer using the HD60S Plus from Elgato. Let's get straight into it. The first step is, of course, having a second monitor. That's key. You need a second monitor. Then you're going to want to get 2 HDMI cables and 2 DisplayPort cables. And now I'm going to switch to my camera phone so I can show you the back of my computer where everything's plugged in, how everything's set up. We're going to move to the back of my computer. Please excuse the mess. I blame laziness. So, you're going to bring the Elgato out. Now, we're going to take a look on the side that says in. You want to take your first HDMI cable, plug it in to the GPU HDMI port, and it goes into the inside. Right next to it is the USB-C, which powers on the Elgato device. Plug it in there, and on the other side it's a USB. You plug it into the USB 3.0. Now, on the outside, take the second HDMI cable, plug it in there. Then it runs to your main monitor, your primary monitor. Now, onto the DisplayPort cables. You're going to have both of them plugged into the GPU. The one's going to run to your main monitor, and the other one's going to go to your secondary monitor. Now, your primary monitor is going to be the only one with the HDMI in it and the DisplayPort at the same time. The second one will only be a DisplayPort, no HDMI with it. That's it with the wiring. Now we're going to move on to the computer to basically mess with the program and get everything ready for you to start streaming. Okay, now that we're back at the computer, you're going to want to download a program called 4K Capture Utility by Elgato. Once you open it up, it's going to look like this. Then you want to go to Open Preferences to the top right, go to Device, make sure your HD60S Plus is selected. You're going to want to have HDMI audio, bypass for the color range, input mode, you want it merged, and EDID is default. I'm going to go ahead and apply, click OK, close out of that. Now the next step is to right click your desktop, go to Display Settings. You're going to have 3 boxes numbered 1, 2, and 3. You want to identify one number is your primary monitor and one number is your secondary monitor. In my case, primary is number 1, secondary is number 3, leaving the Elgato capture device number 2. So what you want to do is have number 1, whatever number your monitor number 1 is, mirrored on the Elgato's screen, basically. So we're going to scroll down here. We're going to go to multiple displays. It's going to show only on 1, but you want to change that to duplicate desktop on 1 and 2. So basically, my main monitor is going to get mirrored onto the Elgato desktop screen. So it will record everything. It'll pick up everything, essentially. No problem. Smooth 1080p. 1080 60 FPS or up to 4K. In my case, I'm doing 1080p. And now moving on to the streaming software. I personally use Streamlabs because it's very easy to use. There's so many tools integrated with it. It's an awesome service. I highly recommend it. So when you have your streaming software open up, you want to go over to Sources. Click on the plus button here to add source. Go to Video Capture Device. As you see, it says Supports. What do you know? Elgato. Click Add Source. Now, I'm going to name it, you want to add new source for this test. We'll put Elgato Test. Add Source. Now, you're going to have a list of devices here. Of course, you want to click on Game Capture HD60 Plus. Boom. And here, you can do custom settings, resolution, FPS. Bam, bam, all that fancy stuff. Click close. Now, as you can see, I have it up. It's all working now. It's being captured by the Elgato. As you can see, this is what I was using to capture originally. I can just click the hidden. And boom. Elgato still works. And now finally, is to tweak your streaming settings on Streamlabs. We're going to have the encoder on hardware NVEC new. That's if you have, GeForce RTX cards. You select that. Rate control, CBR. Bitrate you want at 6000. Keyframe I have at 0. Preset max quality. Profile on high. Cycle visual tuning on. 0 for GPU and max B frames 2. That's it. If you found this video helpful, drop a like down below, subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I will try my best to answer them. Thank you for watching. I also stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/Ayoohenry. I pretty much stream every day. Bunch of shooters. I'm a shooter type of guy. I have an addiction to FPS games. And of course I play some other games, but FPS is my drug of choice. Yeah. Peace.